Hello everyone, welcome back again. Good to see everyone. We've got DB Cooper, welcome back. Habits Rabbits, YFM, welcome back to the both of you. Got Dr. Dell, howdy to you. Yes, as you may have seen, we do have a certain someone sneaking about. May have kidnapped him for a stream. Introduce yourself, Mr. Chadwick.
I'm eating a cheeseburger.
That is the way to.
I'm not shitting yet, but I hope to eventually.
See who's angry
I
about
won't
it.
let you people down.
He's working up towards the shitting.
Dude, you can ask Nikki. I have that special kind of IBS, it's called IB shitting. And whenever I eat food, it's like a matter of seconds before I have to run and go take a shit.
We got Michael Johns. Welcome, welcome. Cheese Berber. What?
Cheeseburger.
Is that some
Sounds
sort of
good, too.
southern? Is that some sort of southern way to say that?
Right.
Oh yes, one order of business before we do carry on enjoying things, is that due to people asking for it, I have indeed created a donation link. You can use it if you want to. I don't care either way. It's in the description for the stream.
Use the link, or I will whisper blue-collar comedy tour jokes into your ear while you sleep.
It will actually come up on the stream as well. Like I've got like a little donation alert as well. Just so I know that it's happened. And I know who to blame.
Yeah, damn you. You're giving me power, don't you know this?
You're giving me money without my consent. This is a reverse mugging. But yes. Now we've said hello to everyone. Everyone's gone quiet now. Everyone's just fucking immediately gonna start firing fucking shit into that thing. I'm gonna be so mad. Anyway.
Shit firing.
We do have a news segment for today. And as per usual, I shall ask, does anyone have an idea, by the name of the stream, what the segment could be about? Even you, Chadwick, did you think it could be about?
Rhetorical. Was that rhetorical?
No.
Oh, okay. You said judging by the title, I mean.
Yeah, judging by the title.
Unlike Nikki, I can read, so.
You know, rhetorical, retrospective.
She just yelled from another room. I heard that.
I heard that, you son of a bitch!
Oh.
The average hang length of a man's sack? Fucking excuse me.
Mine's probably past the limit.
Retrospect videos that ramble on. These are all good choices. These are good choices. But I'll stop teasing you at this point, and I will bring up what our subject for today is. Special subject is retro games, in honor of Mr. Chadwick.
Ain't that a bitch? You're gonna have me on here for 3 or 4 hours.
Usually with guests, I do have you on for a little while. But I thought, in honor of Mr. Chadwick, he's Chadwick now. Yes, we're going to talk about retro games. So if there's any sort of retro games you guys quite enjoy, throw them our way. But anyway, Chad. So, what is your favourite type of retro game? What's your favourite console?
I mean, if I had to pick one,
You have to pick one. This is not a choice.
It would be the backwards compatible PS3.
That is a
one that
solid
came out,
choice.
The one that had the 4 USB ports on the front, and you could play PS1, PS2, and PS3, of course, games on it.
That is a solid choice, yes.
Yeah, because then I would have a huge library. I could live with that library for the rest of my life. And they're easily moddable, so you can throw a bunch of other shit on there.
I don't know, I feel like that's kind of cheating.
Fat boys.
You kind
What are
of
you
cheated
talking
there.
about?
You kind of cheated there. You're just like
asked me-
fucking like.
You didn't say. You didn't say. You didn't say like I wasn't allowed to do anything with this one system. If I had to pick my favorite, there's a variety of reasons why that could be, and one of the reasons being it is so moddable. That's the reason why a second number two or a close second would be the Wii.
I'm surprised that your close second isn't just like a pirated fucking PlayStation, a pirated PC, so you can just play any game in existence.
But I don't look at the PC as like just a gaming.
Yeah,
console.
this is one of the things of like I did not grow up playing on PC games.
No, me either.
I didn't even have I keep saying PlayStation. What the fuck? I didn't have a PC until like not even that long ago. My house didn't even have Wi-Fi. When I was with my parents, they didn't have Wi-Fi until like 2012, 2011.
Yeah.
And so like I was not brought up on computers. I was brought up on the PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
Like the first console I ever got was a PlayStation 1.
Really?
Yeah. Well, we had a fucking what's it called? Master System.
Yeah, the Sega.
Yeah, the Sega Master System. We had one of them.
Uh-huh.
We had one of. It's called something else over there, but I can't remember what it's fucking called.
Genesis.
Yeah, the Genesis. We had a Sega Genesis, and that was everyone's. That wasn't just mine. But the first one that was mine was the PlayStation 1.
I mean, that's a fucking hell of a system, though, to have as your first. My first was the NES, which was it was there, you know. There were certain games that I had a good bit of fun with, obviously Mario, but the NES is one that made me realize not all games are good, and you're lucky to find a good one.
Yeah.
But the NES led me to fall in love with a lot of Nintendo shit, and the SNES is where I was like, okay, I'm a fucking gamer.
Yeah. I learned that like my first time playing the PlayStation 1. Because the worst part is that I didn't actually ask for it. I didn't specifically say like get me a PlayStation 1. I want a PlayStation 1. They got it me because they wanted me to have it.
Right.
And up till then I'd played on the Genesis a little bit, but not really that much. Because I was more into playing with my fucking toys and shit, my Lego.
Yeah.
But then, as soon as I started playing on PlayStation 1, I was just like, I'm a fucking gamer. This is it.
Well, when I got the Super Nintendo, it was a surprise for me as well. I didn't even know the thing fucking existed at all. And it was the bundle pack that came with, like, Super Mario World. So it had, like, all the Mario games up to that point on one cartridge. And I was just like, holy shit, you know.
Yeah. Well, let's catch up on the chat here. Let's see. PS1 carried a lot of good memories for me. It's a solid console. Dr. Dell apparently had a PC as a kid. It's an Age of Empires and Monster Truck game.
Age of Empires is great.
Yeah. DB Cooper apparently had a similar bring up to me of basic cable, VHS, and console games.
Same.
Yeah. I had a very weird experience when it came to like VHS and things, because I was on VHS for a long time. And then when I first experienced a DVD, I felt like I was in the cinemas, because that shit was like so clean.
Oh yeah, huge difference. I remember my parents paying like, you know, $800 for like a DVD player, and fucking it had to have been 2001 or something. And they got the X-Men movie was like one of the first DVDs that we owned, and I was just like, wow.
I still remember the first DVD I actually watched, like personally watched, because the DVD player wasn't even mine; it was my parents'. They just let me watch on it. And the first one I watched was Toy Story, like a thing. I'd watched it before, but I'd never seen the DVD version, and I was just sat there just like melting.
I went on a field trip to see that movie when it came out in theaters. That's how old I am. Hmm.
Well, I'm not that much younger than you, Chad. It's not like we're decades different.
How old are you?
I'm 27.
Yeah, I'm 34 today.
Mm. I'm actually going to be
And
28 next month. So,
damn, that's pretty close.
yeah. As I said, we're not that
But
far away from each other.
1995 though, dude. I was like
That
fucking
was a
five or
solid
six
year.
years. I was like 5 or 6 years old in the theaters watching that shit.
I said 1995 was just a solid year.
For sure, dude.
So much
Lots of
good
cool
shit
stuff.
happened in 1995.
Let's see.
Oh shit, apparently you're a few months older than DB Cooper.
There you go.
Chad the Elder.
The elder. That's right. God, I can't wait until we get into Elden Ring and you guys get to fucking trigger me constantly. It'll be funny.
Don't worry, as I said, I'm going to try to be as much of a DM as possible. I'm going to try and lead you down the right path, but I'm going to let you make as many decisions as possible.
I was speaking to Nate earlier and I was just like, man, hopefully they really do try to help me and don't just troll me the whole time because that game is ruthless enough on its own.
We're going to do a bit of both.
See, I knew it. I figured that would be the case.
No. We're going to help you. We're going to be helping you as much as possible, but we may just go like, oh yeah, go look at that over there, and then you just get, there's a monster there, and you're just like, oh no. We may do that occasionally, but mostly we're going to be trying to help you as much as possible.
Yeah. That was funny.
Apparently Dale was born in 85.
In 85? Yeah,
Yeah.
he's got us all beat.
Yeah. Damn, Dale the Elder. The Delder.
The
The Delder.
I gotta go find the Delden Ring.
The Delder Ring. Oh, that's a good one. DB Cooper says, did you say 34 today, Chad?
34 today. Today is my 34th birthday.
Yes, Chad is old. It's official. Delden Ring, I like it. Yeah, we're going to make that a thing. But anyway, we got a fucking topic from retro games.
Yeah, just shit talking, you know.
But yeah, I was always like behind when it comes to consoles. Like for example, I got my PS1, and that was at the time when I think the PS2 was already out. And then I got a PS2 when like the fucking PS3 and like Xbox 360 had come out. That's about when I got mine.
Dude, I remember begging my parents for a PS1
Yeah.
because I had seen it over at an older cousin's house, and he had Twisted Metal 3 and Metal Gear Solid, and I was just like, this shit is for teenagers, dude.
Yeah.
This is what I need. This is like what all the cool kids are going to be playing. Because I had seen, of course, Mario 64 and all this shit, but I was like, no, I don't want to be a baby. I'm a grown-up now.
Oh, yeah.
I'm 10. I'm 10. I want this.
Well, actually, there's a bit of a story with this. When I first got my PlayStation 2, the first games I got like 2 games, and that was it. One of them being the first Lego Star Wars game, like the official first one, and also Smarty's Meltdown.
Marty's Meltdown.
That literally, those were the first 2 games I got, and I got so much shit, and it was like laughing. It was like, you got the baby games, and it was like, yeah, but Lego Star Wars kicked ass. You shut the fuck up.
I don't like the Legos games.
Well, they were good back when I played them when I was like fucking like 10, 11.
No, like, I mean, they're okay, don't get me wrong. I've just always been like, I just never got into Legos. Like, you know me, dude, I'm stupid.
Yeah.
Last thing I need to do is, like, build shit. Like, I don't have time. My ADHD makes me just like, I want the toy to already be put together.
I actually have I have a bit of a story with that. Is that I would always get some Lego. I would just get some like Lego. Like my mum and dad would buy me some Lego, and then I would just let them build it and then I would play with it. I just couldn't be asked to build it myself. This was when I was like fucking 8.
That's so funny.
My mum would be so.
Dad,
There was an entire story
would
that
not do that shit.
my fucking mum. She built like this quite complicated Lego thing, and I just immediately started playing with it and trashing the shit out of it, and she was so fucking mad.
All of her hours of work just falling apart in front of her very eyes.
Yeah.
Hammered. Do you feel guilty for that, Jake? You should.
Nah, I'm alright. I made up for it. I didn't fix it, but
That's so funny. Yeah, my parents would tell me to get hosed. They'd be like, "Oh, yeah, you wanted us to pay for this, and you want us to put it together for you? Good luck with that one, kid."
Hello, Zeus. Welcome back again. A happy birthday from Zeus to you, Chad.
Hell yeah. Oh.
We're getting a lot of that.
Getting a lot of what?
The hellos and happy birthdays for you, Chad.
Oh, cool. Appreciate it.
Gonna be getting a lot of those.
You know, 34 years is far too short a time to live amongst such excellent and admirable hobbits. I don't know half of you half as well as I should like, and I like less than half of you half as well as you deserve.
I need a fucking PhD to understand. I need a fucking PhD to understand what you just told me.
That was the Bilbo Baggins quote from his birthday celebration.
I don't even. This might actually break your heart, and you might actually just leave the stream entirely. But I've watched like Lord of the Rings, the entire like sort of couple of movies, once in my life. And that was like decades ago.
Yeah, I'm leaving. Fuck this. Oh, but seriously though,
I still do remember them. I just don't remember like everything about them.
I just wonder, like, fucking why. That show or those movies played as background for my life a lot. I would just play them and be in the same room, like playing video games or cleaning or doing homework or something. I'd be like, you know what? It's extended edition time, and just fucking play through the whole thing.
Yeah, well, actually, I have watched the Hobbit movies a few times, but that's only because my dad is fucking obsessed with them.
The Hobbit movies were great, but the Fellowship was okay. The Two Towers and Return of the King are just fucking unbelievably good.
Well, he's just obsessed with like Lord of the Rings in general. Like he has like all the box sets, even the fancy box sets.
Yeah.
And the amount of times I've just like gone to their house, and he's just sat there watching it with my mum, just sat there, just like. Because like, because he's just like, I want to watch this, and she's just like, no. And he's just like, no, I'm putting it on anyway.
Not again. That's crazy.
Hello, Vistry.
Yeah, I mean,
welcome back again.
Some people can't, if they've already beat a video game or something, they can't play it again. Or if they've already watched a movie, like they just don't ever watch it again. And for me, it's like I enjoy certain things so much that I'm like, no, I'm good. Like I can watch Lord of the Rings for the rest of my life. I don't have to even pick anything new up again. Like I don't know.
There are certain things like that I can enjoy in loads and loads of times, but most of the time I'm kind of a one and done. If I play through a game, I can't play through it again because my brain still remembers all of it.
If I play through a game, I really, really enjoyed it.
No.
Most games I never finish. And I'm fine with that. It drives some people crazy. But I can play a game and never finish it and be fine with it.
Yeah. Well, for example, like recently I played God of War Ragnarok, and I don't plan to play it again. Not because I didn't enjoy it, but because like I'm just done with it. And to be honest, I don't even remember that much about it.
I'm just over it. Dude, I do hate that because, like, number one, you know, I be smoking, right? That's my other IBS. I be smoking. Um, and I've had head trauma. You know, I've had several concussions and things like that
Yeah.
because of contact sports and
You know, half of them
wrestling.
being self-inflicted.
Yeah, because I'm a fucking idiot. But just like my memory is not the greatest, and especially when I'm just like blazed out playing games, just enjoying myself. So I will go away from a game for like a month or so. I'll remember the fucking controller configurations and things. But as far as the story or what I've been doing, I will not remember shit. I won't remember anything. Same for reactions. When I do reactions with Nate and shit, and then
Yeah.
we'll be looking through it, and it'll be like 10 minutes into the video, I'll be like, oh, fuck. I have seen
I've
this.
seen this before. I've got like a really shit memory, not specifically from drugs or head trauma, but just in general.
Yeah.
My audience can even tell you the amount of times I've forgotten to stream. Just like realised like an hour later, I was like, shit, I was meant to stream today.
Oh, Chad's a true old man, YFM Studio
Yes,
says.
the oldest of
You
men.
know what? I can still sling yogurt with the best of them. It don't matter.
Well,
I got them gas station boner pills on deck.
well, apparently it's your birthday and also Gwen's.
Hey,
I believe.
There you go.
Vistro's mentioned this. I don't know if that's... I'm about to have a stroke reading that, Dale. Ever stop to think and forget to start again?
Yes. Yes. All the time. Ask Nikki. I'll be staring into my phone for no reason.
Chad Oldman based Hat Guy Bartlett. That's a fucking lot of titles.
It's like a royal jester. Wonder what medieval podcasts would have been like.
Well, they probably wouldn't have been online because the internet probably wouldn't exist. But it
Yeah,
would probably...
but like just imagine like fucking, you know, Joe Rogan and some old-timey conspiracy theorists talking about like, you know, how you should drain out your blood to prevent the Black Plague, and they're just in a tavern sitting at a table, and there's just like an audience of 100 people standing around talking, listening to them talk and get hammered.
Well, that shit would actually happen because like people would just be sat at a table just loudly talking about random conspiracy theory shit. People would hear it.
Isn't that how Hitler came into power, actually? He just had like an old school podcast.
That was what all those
His old
speeches
school
were. You know,
podcast.
those speeches. He was just we can't understand it because it was in German.
Well,
But it's
no,
like
if you look at it, the parallels between like how Alex Jones and how Hitler came into power in the beginning are pretty similar. Because like Alex Jones was all going on his big excursion to the Bohemian Grove and like showing off this little ritualistic man retreat in the mountains for the super wealthy and powerful.
yeah.
So he was pretty much just going, look at the global elite, you know, and that's the same thing Hitler did. Look at them. They're the ones that are causing all these problems. And he's drunk, yelling in fucking bars and shit. Alex Jones is technically Hitler. Proven. Today.
Proven live on air.
Live on air.
Well, Vestroya says you should drain out your balls so that your nuts hang.
You gotta let your nuts hang.
Joe Rogan will be commentating the knights jousting and fighting in arenas and shit. It's like, that actually probably would be true.
Yeah, he would.
Oh, that would be fucking the coolest shit ever, like having the wrestling commentators in fucking like a gladiator, like commentating on gladiators. Going, I ain't talking about that show.
I just don't know. I don't know if I would ever want to go. Like, even if there were time machines, Number one, it would suck to show up in medieval times and hey, you thought the plague was bad. Wait till you guys get exposed to the bugs living on me. We would destroy the world going back in time with all of our fucking illnesses.
Oh yeah, but there's a clip from one of the best Simpsons episodes in existence, of fucking Homer going back in time to like the fucking Jurassic era, accidentally sneezing on a fucking dinosaur and killing everything in sight.
Everything just starts dying.
Yeah, literally, just everything. He just sneezes on like a fucking T-Rex and everything just starts dying.
It's like you shake somebody's hand from the 17 or the 1400s and they instantly start shitting themselves to death.
Yeah. He just like, well, I just caused the apocalypse.
Yep. Yeah, that shit would suck. But no, dude, like, I just feel like it would be interesting, given the way that people's moral compasses are now, to just go back and like troll people from the past.
I think the only problem is that time travel would be it's going to be a very exclusive thing. Because like you can't go back in time if you were a woman, because you don't want any of that.
Yeah.
And if you're any other race other than white, you don't want any of that.
It depends on where you're at and when.
Well,
you're
yeah,
at.
of course. Like you know,
I mean,
if you went back to
you're
like
in
like
Egypt
fucking,
or something.
you know, so if you went back to like 13th century Japan and you're white,
Right.
they would probably
You're
kill
fucked.
you on sight.
Yeah. Like, fuck this guy. We told y'all not to come here.
But like, yeah, it's one of those things that people don't talk about with time. We're meant to be talking about retro games. We're talking about time travel.
Who's to say that time travel in the future is not just like a version of retro games?
Oh yeah, they go back in time just to mess with people, and that's their game.
That's their retro game. You guys want to go retro game? Are we retro gaming the French in the 30s? What are we doing? You know, like,
Let's go prank them.
let's go prank them. Or when the fuck? No, it was when was Napoleon? Napoleon was like
I think he was the 17th
the
century.
17th. Okay, let me look.
Why? What are you planning on doing with Napoleon?
I'll be like, dude, there's hope for you. You don't have to be so angry. I thought it was the 1830s, but it's not. His first reign was 1804 to 1814. Second reign, 1815 of March 1815 to June 1815. That second reign did not last very long. But because just think, if you could have went back in the day and like broke his legs for him and did that thing that they do for like really short people that have like super problems with it, where they'll like break their legs and then space out the break with like bolts and screws, and then it gives people height over time. Be like, look, we can help you. There is hope. You don't have to be such an angry bastard.
You don't have to be a short king forever.
Yeah.
Well, let's catch up on the chat. Yeah, the language wouldn't be the same. Like, you could go back speaking like modern day English, and like no one would know what the fuck you're on about, because like, you know, the language wasn't the same.
Imagine playing Rap God by Eminem for them.
Oh yeah, they probably think it was the mad ramblings of some sort of god. Vestroya says, "Seize slave owner, prank 'em, John."
Oh, dude, the fucking Chappelle Show skit where they had the time haters. They went back in time and like slagged off a slave owner. That shit was funny as fuck.
Well, Vestroya says, disclaimer, slavery wasn't exclusively to whites owning blacks. I am aware of this. You know, pretty much every race in existence has been enslaved at some point.
Exactly. It would be very hard for the slave trade to not have been a global powerhouse like it was without everybody at some point in history being on board with it.
Oh yeah, like slavery has existed since like the dawn of time.
Yeah.
Even back to like the monkey days. You know, just like, that monkey ain't cool. I'm gonna make him do stuff I don't want to do.
But there has always been, there's never been a time where it's been a thing where there wasn't a large group of people being like, this is fucked up, y'all need to stop this.
Yeah.
And it was usually the elites that wanted to keep it a thing. it's like, because it wasn't a cheap thing. It's like not like everybody was a slave owner. It
Oh
was
yeah.
like, the kings and the fucking super rich and shit like
Well,
that were the
even
ones that
even
had.
even something as simple as like Vikings, they had slaves,
Right.
and you didn't have to be rich to have them. You just had to be strong enough. You just had to be
No,
like,
I'm
I
talking
will kill
about.
you and your whole family if you don't come work for me.
I'm not talking about tribal slavery. That's a difference between
No,
that
but
and
what I'm
like.
saying is like slavery isn't always just about money. It's just sometimes it's about power.
Well, yeah, it is 100% a power thing. But like, you don't see fields full of slaves working for Vikings.
Well, you wouldn't get
They.
fields full of slaves, but they would have like there's an actual phrase for it. They had like there's an actual like word for it, where essentially like you're just like an indentured servant.
Uh-huh.
Like you work for me, I don't pay you, but you get to live.
Isn't that the most fucked up pyramid scheme? That was the most fucked up pyramid scheme probably in all of time. It's like, well, you're not a slave anymore. Now you're just an indentured slave.
Yeah, you're just indentured
Okay, once you
servitude.
work off like all the debt that you owe, who can be like, all right, I've worked off all the debt that I owe you. I'm not a slave anymore. So you thought. Like, how do you how do you
Oh no.
you can't pull out your receipt for that one and be like, hey, it says here, this much time and I'm done. Like,
Oh no. YFM says, come work for me or I'll rip your nuts off. Dell says, Bill Burr made a joke about how escaping enslavement inadvertently led to the world's first triathletes. And
oh my god,
DB Cooper says, you mean Dobby?
dude, I was so brokenhearted when Dobby died. That got me in my feels.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, I didn't really care that much because one, I'm not a big fan of the Harry Potter movies in of themselves. Like, they're just not my kind of thing. And two, I'm just dead inside.
That's why your farts are so horrible.
Yeah, it sounds like it smells like a rotting corpse.
Yeah.
It's all
Dude,
internal.
Um, I've always thought that it's interesting, to see, especially in my country, that we're not as far removed from slavery as people like to think.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because there's people who.
Like, slavery still exists. Like it persists. Like everyone thinks, like, oh no, slavery was ended. No, it still exists everywhere.
Oh, no, no, no. I'm just talking about in my country.
No, but what I'm saying is like it still persists and exists everywhere. So like you didn't really save or fix anything.
Well, there's fuck, where is it that I saw some shit here recently about it being a big thing? Was it in fucking Somalia?
Oh yeah, it's almost guaranteed to be in some sort of African nation.
Oh, dude, it's like some place in the Middle East, I think, that was destabilized by some intervention from, the mega powers. It's just like, isn't that the shittiest thing ever? Just for people to go and destabilize a government and let radical extremists fucking take over, and then be like, "Whoops, we were in the pursuit. We were in the pursuit of freedom."
I'm not going to say anything.
Oh, you don't have to. I've lived through it, man.
I'm,
I've lived through seeing this shit happen all my life, and then I'm supposed to worship some fucking flag. It's like, you guys are stupid as shit.
I ain't saying nothing. Because that was the British's bread and butter, that was.
Yeah, well, your little toddler baby, America, followed right in your footsteps.
Yeah. Yeah. The apple doesn't rot far away from the tree.
Which is why these motherfuckers are always just like, nah, we agree with America. They're all right. It's like, yeah, we just make you guys look good in modern times. That's the reason why. And they can, like, the British can just, like, sail underneath the banner of America and do the same shit just on a smaller scale and not look as bad.
Yeah, okay, Chad. Don't reveal the whole thing that where we still own America and we're using you as a fucking military superpower to take over the world. Don't stop revealing that. Wait a minute.
Oh god. It really is fucking hammered though. It really is.
Anyway.
One of my favorite things about the 90s, since we're talking about retro shit, is how just like brazenly stupid the shit that they would market to kids was. Like, there are Desert Storm trading cards. Are you aware of this?
I've heard of that shit, but I've not seen them personally.
I had them. I remember having them growing up and going and opening up this desert camo pack and just like looking through all these fucking military operations being printed like they were fucking baseball cards.
Fuck yeah.
America! Fuck yeah!
Emerald Mage, welcome back again. Okay, I've been doing alright. We've got Mr. Chadwick in the house today. Oh no, everyone's just like, America. Vietnam board.
Dude, there's like little tripwire set up on the board. You try to move your piece and it just like cuts the shit out of your finger.
Plus, if you know, one side has to play the Vietnamese, one side has to play Americans. If you play Americans, you lose. You don't get to win.
Well, here's the thing. They lost on paper, but they won at their psyops. America wanted to create a conflict out of fucking nothing, and they succeeded.
Well, that's like the thing of like when it comes to like the American War for Independence, is that exact same kind of shit work? Is that you guys won on paper, but we won in reality? We just kind of fucked off home.
Yeah, there's a lot to be said about all that, but it's just ridiculous, man. I just hate the fact that it's like people can't read between the difference of like what is written down and the facts of what actually happened and what the facts mean to you, instead of, oh, this is a day of celebration. The American government is God. Wave your flag and cry to Jesus.
Chad, what have you done? The Dr. Dell says, does the Vietnamopoly have a player piece that lets you put a baby strap with explosives?
Did you see YFM Studios?
Yeah, the JFK dartboard. I was about to get to that one.
Look, bro.
What have you done, Chad?
See, this goes to exactly the point I was saying the other day. We go to the edge. The chat takes a run and go and jumps off of it every single time. We get one-upped by these motherfuckers.
Jake, your Kraken Bum Cream design should be done hopefully by Saturday, and if not, by Thursday. Oh no, I'm gonna...
Kraken Bum Cream.
Yeah.
Is this something that, like, you're producing yourself?
No, I asked DB Cooper if they could make a design for the Kraken Bum Cream, and they've been all over that.
This has to become a product, though.
I'm not correct, because I'll get sued by actual Brazilian Bum Cream.
No, you won't. Just make it the Kraken Bum Cream, and the idea is, like, you can market it like this. Were you born with a crack in your ass? Don't worry. Kraken Bum Cream is here to heal the crack in your ass.
Oh, that'll be like a fucking one of those like sealant you use for walls. You just paste it over, bam, no crack anymore.
Exactly. No
Fills the crack.
The Kraken Bum Cream. You tired of shit falling out of your ass? Worry no more. Kraken Bum Cream.
No, oh no, oh everyone's just getting fucking worse now. Like the JFK Laser Quest. Abe Lincoln's Quick Draw Extravaganza for the Wii.
Dr. Dale.
Austrian Easy Bake Oven.
God damn it, Dr. Dale.
What did you do? This is all your fault, Chad. You did this to us. Austrian art easels, no. You know what, fuck this. Fuck this. I'm moving on from this segment. Fuck it. Fuck it. No more news for you guys. You guys ruined it.
Do you know what's back?
What's that?
The Nino.
Oh no.
El Nino.
Oh God, I'm just moving on at this point. These guys are fucking good. They're off the fucking nut.
Jesus Christ, 9/11 Django.
I'm just gonna fuck it. I'm just gonna crack open the quiz at this point. We have a quiz today, and I've just got like no fucking passion for this anymore.
Yeah, what did we do? What did we do? This is your fault, Jake.
This is my fault.
Yeah, this is your
This
channel.
hasn't
You're
happened
at fault
before
for
you
this.
got here.
What are you talking about? This is all you.
This hasn't never happened on my stream before until you got here. Anyway, we do have a quiz for today, and I would play the quiz. Actually, I will put on the think music. I won't do the intro music. It's not really worth it right now. Wait, Chad, you still here?
No.
Oh, fuck. I thought I broke it for a second because I switched the music and you were fucking silent, you asshole. But yes, we have a quiz for today. And instead of the chat doing the quiz, our own Mr. Chadwick is going to be quizzed
Oh no.
on none other than retro games.
Oh shit.
Thought you were the retro game specialist.
I'm not. I'm just special. I'm not a specialist.
You're just special.
Yeah.
Well, are you ready, Chad?
Sure. Let's see. Let's see what you got.
All right. Question 1. In which year was Miss Pac-Man released?
Fuck. I don't know. 1985, 83.
Ooh, you were very close. It was 1981.
Ah.
You were very close with 1983.
Yeah. I knew it was around that time period, early to mid 80s.
Fucking Habit says 1982. Oh, fuck. They got it closer than you. Habits wins that question.
Fuck you, Habits.
No prize for Chad. Okay, question 2. What was the first public coin-operated arcade game?
The first public coin-operated arcade game.
Yeah, so very specific.
Pong?
It's-
No. Space Invaders?
Is that your final
know.
answer?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
It was Computer Space.
Computer Space. I think I remember that one. Is that the one where you're just like a dot in the middle and there's all this stuff coming all over the place around it?
I think it was.
That one looked so awful.
Well, it was the first, so what are you expecting?
Yeah.
Oh, we're not doing so well so far.
I will always do bad at these. I'm never going to do well.
Okay, Chad, this is an easy one. You should be able to get this
I
one.
know I'm not a smart man.
You got to at least do better than you did on the podcast quizzes.
No, I don't.
This one's a bit easy for you. Name 3 of the 5 fruits you can eat in Pac-Man.
Cherries. Strawberries. And bananas. There you go.
Oh, you almost
Apples. Apples.
had it. Fuck it, I'll give it to you. Bananas is not on the thing, but like you said apples, so I'll give it to you. Because
Fuck, there were bananas in Pac-Man.
there were no bananas in Pac-Man. It was cherries, melon, strawberry, apple, and orange.
There were too. I'm looking at them now.
But bullshit.
Banana first. Oh, it first appeared in Miss Pac-Man.
Ah, see,
My bad.
yeah.
Damn it. That's what the hell, Jake, with these hard-ass quizzes.
Now, see, of course they had to put the banana in Miss Pac-Man because it's a phallic-shaped object.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that, but that's so funny. They were just like, ooh, we know where we'll put the banana. Ooh.
Anyway, question 4.
Mm-hmm.
In which game would you hear "Some galactic defender you are, space cadet"?
Is that Asteroid?
It is not.
Space Invaders.
It is that your final answer at this point?
Or is it Metroid? Well, I'm just throwing out space games at this point. So, was Star Fox? Habits Rabbit said?
It wasn't Star Fox.
Wasn't. What was it?
It was Gorf.
Yeah, I don't even know what the fuck that is.
Oh, we've got Nick in the house. He's asking what's the ETA on Elden Ring. I'm trying to rush to get some things done as quick as possible.
The stream will be 6:30. But we're going to be trying to set things up before then, I believe.
Yeah, we're going to try and get some things sorted beforehand. We'll let you know. But yeah, don't like rush too fast. Like, don't go too fast. Still got a bit of time.
Goth, Dommy, Mommy, yes, please.
Yes, yes, that's what it's called. It's goth. But anyway, question 5. The final question for you, Chad.
Okay.
Which arcade game was the first to have a significant female player base?
The first to have a significant female player base. What kind of fucking, like, who fucking knows that?
Well, Nick says, already cool, just finished Genshin Dailies. I don't know. Just have to go back and spend resin on Star Rail, and I'm going to hopping onto Elden Ring to speedrun a character as far as I can.
Oh my god.
Well, Nick, we're going to be trying to do the seamless co-op thing mod, so, like, again, I don't know if that would actually work. Who's to say? But yes, do you have an answer for that question?
Is it Miss Pac-Man?
It isn't.
What is it?
It was Centipede.
So a bug game.
Mm.
Alright, that makes total fucking sense. Who knows that? Who knows the answer to these fucking questions? Did anybody else? Nobody got any of this shit right except Habits one time.
You got one question right.
Yeah, but it was right. It should have. The Miss Pac-Man counts too. So those were. That is technically a Pac-Man game.
But anyway, Chadwick, would you like to hear what your consolation prize today is?
A big old smooch on the butthole.
Which also happens to be your birthday present too.
Well, a set of nipple rings.
Is a game you've wanted for a while. You've been desperately wanting to play. Is a Steam key for a copy of Sex with Hitler.
I knew it! I knew exactly what it was going to be. I knew it. I knew it.
I built it up too much.
I had guessed it by the time you said that.
I actually do have a copy. I do actually have a copy of it, and I will be sending it to you now.
Maybe we can, Nikki and I can do that as our first review on our what are we gonna do, like spicy games on a fucking OnlyFans account or something like that?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Well, the story's right. You're forced to play it now.
Let me look real quick. The Stalin Dating Simulator. Have you seen that shit?
I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it personally.
Oh my god, dude. That shit is... Somebody spent so much time making that game. It's like, why?
Well, I do actually have a question for the chat to not leave them out. And this just does have a prize for them to win as well. Is everyone ready for the chat question?
Are you ready?
Well, you're gonna have to definitely play that now. You can't avoid it. me and Nino were just like, we're gonna have to check. We're gonna fucking check his Steam account, and if he fucking if it says that he's playing it, we're gonna fucking bully you.
Is it the 2069 version or the regular one?
It's just the regular one.
That's funny.
Anyway, everyone is ready for the chat question. What was the first successful arcade game in the 70s? And I shall repeat. What was the first successful arcade game in the 70s? Let's see what people are saying. Asteroids. Oh, it's DB Cooper with the answer of Pong. It is indeed Pong, and so today our winner of the chat question is DB Cooper. And to the victor goes the spoils. A Murky coin of your very own.
Are you seeing this screen share?
I'm not seeing the screen share because I'm currently looking at OBS.
It's so bad.
I've seen what the Steam page is for Sex with Hitler, if that's what you're looking at.
No, I'm looking at the Sex with Stalin.
The spin-off. Well, DB Cooper, this Murky doubloon entitles you to pick the subject for Saturday's news segment. Sex with Putin.
God.
Oh no. Well, DB, you can either give me what you would like it to be now, or you can send it me however you like, you know. Email, whatever you want. Sex with Mussolini when? Oh no. If you fail with Stalin, do you just get sent to the gulag? Yeah, I knew what you meant, Habits. I knew what you meant.
Dude, speaking of games, you know the Friday the 13th game is going to be done in December?
Wait, it wasn't already done?
The license is expiring in December. So, like, the game is not going to be functioning. It will function through December 31st, 2024, and then that'll be it. So next December.
So next year, basically, the game's just gonna have to be taken down.
Yeah. Well, they are stopping selling it in December of this year.
It's like, if you already have it, you can play it, but like...
But they're not going to be selling it physically or digitally after December 31st, 2023.
Did the lawsuit get settled? I'm assuming yes, and they've settled it to being like, no, you're not allowed to renew license.
Ain't that a bitch?
Well, they were already having issues with the fact that, like, they were already having, like the license was already being, like, really choked on them, because they were just like, oh yes, we want to put in all these fantastic cool skins that we could from the movies and things like that, and go, no, you're not allowed.
Why would you do that?
They made a Texas Chainsaw Massacre game. I've seen that.
Uh-huh.
I actually already own the Friday the 13th game. I got it on PS Plus. I've never played it.
I do agree with what, Nino was saying about that gameplay model just being burned out.
Yeah, the whole sort of like, the asymmetric multiplayer game of like,
bad guy chases you.
Yeah.
You try not to die.
Well, that shit was happening fucking ages ago with like fucking Evolve and shit like that.
Yeah.
It's just, it's not really fun. Like Dead by Daylight is another example of just like, it's not fun because like because either you make the bad guy too strong or you make it so the bad guy is just fucking pointless to play.
Right.
It's very hard to balance.
And then I know some people that are just super talented at those games, and you just don't want to play with them because they're going to steamroll your ass.
Oh yeah, sure. I'll
Nick.
message you later. I'll message you a little later and definitely tomorrow. All right. As I said, just send us it whenever you can. Just hopefully before Saturday, so I can actually have it set up. Yes, Chad, that is actually how I have prize for my quizzes now. Is that you get to pick the new segment.
Ah, that's pretty sick.
Well, people were sometimes saying like I can't play this game that you've given me because I'd give out like Steam codes.
Oh yeah, dude, I haven't even cashed in that Hercules game yet.
I gave you that fucking ages ago.
Yeah.
I gave you that like last year.
Look, man. I got a lot going on, dude.
Oh, you'll definitely have to play that. And definitely you have to play Sex with Hitler. You can't avoid it.
Oh no, I definitely will. I'm gonna like get my character to catch AIDS first.
Well, if I remember correctly, Sex with Hitler's basically just like it's like a dating sim, but it's also like a third-person shooter. It's really weird.
Yeah, that sounds very very odd.
Hersipees. Oh, fucking up. Well, let's carry on with the retro games for a bit.
Let's do it.
But yeah, specifically, I remember the PlayStation 2 being an absolute fucking banger.
Oh yeah, dude. That whole look, everything from PS1, N64, Dreamcast forward was just incredible. Up until I think that it peaked at Xbox at the end of the life of the Xbox 360 and the PS3. I think games kind of peaked.
Yeah. About the end of the 360, that's when things started to go a little bit wonky because like some of the games started coming out and they were just like fucking tech demos and like there was no point to them.
Well, companies started just showing their true hand, which is we are going to milk this money teat as hard as we possibly can, even if that includes ripping it off the cow. Yeah. They were just, I mean, the Xbox One's release was a fucking disaster. And then you saw the rise of things like Fortnite and just pay-to-play games and microtransactions were just dominating everything. So
I remember one specific game that did the dumbest microtransaction thing I've ever seen. I think it was like World of Tanks did this. Where essentially you could pay for premium bullets.
Yeah.
You could pay for premium, like fucking hell. You have to pay to get bullets. It's ridiculous.
My God.
It's fucking ridiculous. But like microtransactions these days, I've started to calm down a little bit. They've started to calm down a little bit, but like I think it's more because they found a rut. They found like a nice little bit where people stop being angry at them, but they can still include them. Like people just don't ignoring them these days.
Yeah, I fucking hate microtransactions in games, and I hate the fact that games can be released before they're finished.
Oh yeah, pretty much every game these days, it comes out and it's not even finished, and then they'll just patch it into being fixed. And
literally the day it comes out, it's patched.
It's patched, but then that patch doesn't even fix anything.
Right. Just an excuse to tell you some kind of here's an empty vessel of what's supposed to contain a game, but actually it's not even on there.
Yeah. But it's like, this happens like literally every game. Every game just comes out broken and then is intended to be fixed. Now, there are some cases, like early cases, where that was actually decent, where they actually put the work in to fix the game.
Yeah. I just wish that things weren't the way that they are now, and stuff would just be done.
Oh, yeah. You know, like for example, like Fallout 76, that was just a fucking broken thing, but has become decent these days. But that doesn't excuse them.
Right. Yeah, I don't like the idea that they get forced to put out shit that's not done. Just like if they're going to be done in 2 weeks, they're able to patch it and it's great, or it takes 3 more years. Dude, who would not have waited a couple of more years for Fallout 76 to be a good game?
Oh yeah.
I would have gladly. One thing that I can say about Skyrim, you know, sequel coming out or whatever they're going to do, because there's been talk it's going to be a sequel to Skyrim. No, they're going somewhere else. Nobody really knows.
Skyrim 2.
Yeah, well, nobody really fucking knows, you know. But I'm glad that they're taking their time with it, even though it sucks that we have to wait. How would it feel for the next Elder Scrolls game to come out and be a huge heaping pile of shit?
But then they say like, oh no, we'll get it fixed, we'll fix it, and then like years down the line, that's when it's actually decent.
That would suck.
Oh no, Vestroya, since Nikki was talking about paying money for her bussy, she's technically a femboy, meaning that you have to make femboy Nikki merch. Don't ask me why.
I won't.
It's probably best not to ask.
Yeah, I won't even bring that back up if I'm being real. that can lay here in the chat and die forever.
Oh no, it started now. Vestroya started something. Femboy Nikki merch. I can see it. Oh no.
I just saw the stupidest piece of gaming news that I've ever fucking seen in my life. Whoopi Goldberg really wants Blizzard to release Diablo 4 on Mac.
Who the fuck plays on Mac?
But also, who the fuck gets their gaming news from fucking Whoopi Goldberg?
But like Whoopi Goldberg, she's basically just she was an actress and now she's doing some shite. But like, who the fuck cares?
Yeah.
And again, it brings up my question of like, who plays on Mac? Like, okay, yes, you can have a Mac, but like, they're kind of decent for working and shit, but they're not really good for gaming.
Yeah, but people want the best of both worlds, and that's kind of the problem with Mac, is they want to draw it in as this all-inclusive, everything, every problem solved type of fucking hardware that they're selling.
But in reality, it's actually not good at any of these things.
It's only good if everything you own is made by them also.
Yeah.
Then it's great. If you don't own anything other than shit you get off the Mac store or off the Apple store or buy from the Mac store physically, then you're good. If you get any peripherals or any kind of applications or any software, if it's not made by them and it ain't on their store, you're fucked.
Yeah, it ain't gonna work.
No. I even have monitors, dude. I have good monitors. Plug them into my PC, no fucking problem. Plug them into my fucking I've got the M1 chip in this Mac. I've got a MacBook Pro. And it fucking lags and fucking glitches and all this shit. If I plug up an Apple display to it, perfect. They do that shit on purpose, bro. They do that shit on purpose.
I just love the fact that you somehow figured out how to stream your work on Discord from your Mac. Like, you fucking you redneck that shit. And that was like the best thing I'd ever seen you do. Somehow make a Mac work.
I can do some shit. But it's like not easy, and even when we were doing that, it froze up.
Oh
we
yeah.
would do stupid shit, and it's just like, man, y'all do this shit on purpose. Everybody
you have to, like,
knows
wiggle
what
the
they're doing.
cables occasionally. Threaten it with a hammer.
I had to unplug it and plug it back in.
Yeah. I had to like keep leaving the fucking call because it wouldn't show on my end.
Yeah, just weird shit like that doesn't even make any fucking sense. They hijacked their own shit.
Well, that's pretty much like the whole Apple thing of like, it's like, oh yeah, we're actually just going to fuck ourselves over by not being compatible with anything.
Yeah. Or make people believe everything else sucks if they don't know better.
Oh, yeah.
That's part of the tactic. Oh, see, that doesn't even work with my Mac. I'll never buy that from them again. It's like, it's not the thing you bought's problem. It's the Mac you're trying to plug it into.
Well, it's like I have an iPhone, and that's just more because I got it on contract, and so I didn't really have to pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
But it does have its mass amounts of limitations.
But they're decent. Like, they're decent.
They're good as a
phones.
phone, but like they also have their limitations.
You can't emulate Switch on it, but it's a good phone.
Oh yeah, like those people are
I
just
can-
like, oh no, you should be using Android. It's like, shut the fuck up. I can use whatever I want.
I can use the Yuzu application on my phone to emulate the Switch.
Oh yeah, like for example, whenever I needed like a webcam because the webcam on my laptop is dog shit.
Uh-huh.
I use an application called oh fuck, I can't remember the name of it now. I haven't used it in a little while.
Those are
Droid
really
Cam.
good.
It's Droid Cam,
Yeah.
but for it's meant to be used for Android.
Uh-huh.
But like you can get an official fucking Apple Store version of Droid Cam and hook that shit up.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a really good way to if you don't have enough money to buy like a DSLR, I wouldn't even get a webcam. I would just use my phone.
Yeah, it does work. Like the camera does work perfectly fine. But it's a bit, it's a bit wonky sometimes.
It can be wonky. Holy shit.
What?
It's just somebody had a screenshot of my 600-pound life, and there's a plate on there that is fucking huge, and somebody was just like, where the fuck did they get that plate from?
Yeah.
And I'm curious, like, this plate is the size of a goddamn table. Like, you could glue legs to it and just use it as a fucking side table.
You just want to know where you can get one just so you can have one in your house.
Dude, I would fill that thing up with the whole bag of Doritos and just be like, look, one serving. Yeah, the emulation scene is just banging on Android. You can play so much shit. Like, the PS2 emulator is so awesome. The shit story behind that is the guy who made the PS2 emulator for Android got sent death threats and all this crazy shit to the point where he just lost his fucking mind. And so now the app that's on the official app store, he fucked it up on purpose before he left. So if you want to get the original version of the PS2 emulator, you have to join that group's that made its Discord, and they stole all of the fucking build for the app from the guy before he hijacked everything. And they'll give it to you there, but the one that's on the official app store is fucking fucked up now. It's got ads in it, and he made it run not as well.
Yeah. The double wide America chair. Chad is a potential 600-pounder confirmed. Well, we do know that Nikki is a feeder.
It's been said.
This is why I'm afraid to go to go visit your, because I know for the fact that Nikki would fucking like she'd make me full all the time. I'd be fucking shitting weird for a week.
Did you get that from Bad Santa?
What?
The shitting weird for a week line?
No, I have watched Bad Santa, but not in a while.
That prostitute's like, hell no, I ain't fucking with you again. You have me shitting weird for a week.
I think that's just kind of like a general phrase. I've heard it over here a lot. Nikki would somehow make me overweight.
Oh my god.
I won't complain. Southern food is good. Yeah, but I haven't had it yet, so the jury's still out on that. It could be alright. Who's to say?
Well, it'll be alright. If everybody everywhere had long curly hair and a little bigger piece of the pie, well, that'd be all right.
Oh no, Jake the gelatinous cube.
That's just Jake's nutsack.
I have fucking square-shaped balls.
Yep, they're cubes. He has Minecraft balls.
Yeah. They're just two little
Gelatinous
creepers.
Minecraft balls.
The two little creepers.
You never know when they're gonna blow.
I'm about to blow. Well, as per usual, around this sort of time, I will open a question segment. Now, if any of you all have questions for Mr. Chadwick, now is the time to ask him.
Axe.
Yes, ask him some questions.
Why the fuck are people sending me Tucker Carlson birthday memes?
Well, clearly you and Tucker Carlson are clearly very similar. The fuck? Someone sent me a DM saying congratulations for the stream with Chad. The fuck? And this
You
is a
have
person
been
I
blessed.
don't. This is a person I don't speak to.
You have been blessed by the White Claw Messiah.
This is not even like one of the people who are here. This is not even a fucking person who I speak to at all.
You know what they say, like, you know, you're not supposed to look at angels or they'll blind you or whatever. They're just like, I am not even going into this stream right now.
I don't even want
wanna
to.
ruin this moment.
Look, man, look at Jake's. Jake, man, so inspirational getting Chad as a guest.
Yeah, dude. Like, this was his make-a-wish come true right here.
The fuck you on about? I asked you if you wanted it, and you've been excited like the whole week.
Yeah. When you had asked me like a few weeks ago, I was like, duh. I'm mad you hadn't invited me yet, bitch.
I actually asked you fucking ages ago, and you're like, sure, yeah, we'll do it. And then I asked you a bit later, because I know for the fact that you're fucking busy as a motherfucker.
Well, I mean, just, you know, whenever we can do it. And then you're like, but are you sure it's your birthday? It's like, dude, I'm fucking 34. It's just my birthday. Like, let's
Well,
go.
it was more of a case of that I didn't know if you had anything like planned for your birthday. Like if you know if
Nah,
like
for
Nikki
me-
like Nikki or someone had something planned for your birthday, I didn't want to like interrupt that shit.
For me, like, as long as there's not some bullshit that I have to deal with, it's a good day. Like, we celebrate Nikki's birthday the whole week, and the weekend of her birthday, we celebrate her birthday the whole fucking time.
Yeah, that's
For
what I mean.
me,
Is like that's the kind of
I
shit I was
just
on
don't-
about.
Yeah, I got 2 vape pens from the medical marijuana dispensary today,
Ooh.
so I'm doing pretty good. I'm a very happy boy.
Hello, Shady Three Tears. Welcome back. Hello, Jake and King Chad. Don't do that. It's just gonna build his ego.
Yeah, dude.
He's already an egomaniac already. Don't make it worse.
Yeah. Maybe one day I won't cry after I nut anymore.
He's got that post-nut clarity summit fierce.
Something fierce. I just start having like a mushroom trip afterwards. What am I? Dude, I don't know if you know this, but like one of the effects that people don't talk about when you take magic mushrooms is sometimes it causes like a severe stomach ache. So not only are you tripping balls, but you're also facing a severe stomach ache. Now, I've never done this, but I had a friend of mine hit me up one time when he was going through this, and he's just like, oh, I'm dying. And I'm on the phone like, oh my God, he's taking something poisonous and he's going to fucking die. But he was fine. But evidently that's part of the deal. Sometimes it fucks your stomach up.
Well, that's kind of what mushrooms do, because you're not really meant to eat them.
I just feel like that's the worst idea ever. Like, I don't want to ever do something where it's like, you could be tripping balls in a negative way. That's bad enough. And you're going to feel like you're about to shit your guts out? No, dude. No way.
He's just finished his burger and he's now on the toilet just waiting for the quiet plops.
No, surprisingly, the greasy burger that I had from this local restaurant called Pal's, which is amazing, by the way. If you guys ever come out this way, we got to take you by Pal's. But it hasn't hit me yet. I don't feel the urge, the call of nature to drop off some turd babies.
Oh, actually, this is an interesting thing. Is that um, I was talking to my mum about this shit because like she was asking, and one of the things she said to me is like, okay, so if you're over in America, don't speak to people. And I was just like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck are you on about? And it was just like, no, you can hang about, you can think, but just don't speak to people. And I was like, why? Because they'll instantly know you're British.
They'll instantly know you're British.
Yeah, they'll know you're British immediately. It's just like, yeah, but like, what the fuck am I meant to do then? What's wrong with that?
Yeah, see, that's something. If she's worried about it, we can work on your southern accent.
We already know it's terrible, so
We can work on it.
that post-nut breakdown.
No, dude, you got to do some of the southern accent. You got to do. I'm gonna go grab me a cheeseburger.
I actually was thinking. I was actually like been working on something for like Elden Ring.
Oh God, Elden Ring.
No, I was thinking it was like I was like, I tell you what, this Elden Ring ain't nothing. This I went to Taco Bell, my ring didn't look the same.
There you go. That's pretty good.
I was working on that because I thought it would be funny, and it was.
Blew out my goddamn Elden Ring.
We don't mind the British, at least I think we don't. Yeah, but this is like Appalachia or Appalachia or whatever the fuck you pronounce it.
You said it, but it's Appalachia.
Appalachian.
But seriously, dude, people that don't live in Appalachia call it Appalachia.
Yeah.
And every fucking podcast, radio show, all this shit where people are talking about the poor people in the hills, they're like Appalachia. And I'm like, you motherfuckers, no it ain't. It is not that.
Yeah, but it's like the same thing over there with like fucking like Worcestershire.
Worcestershire?
Yeah. It's Worcestershire. It's not like fucking like whatever fucking like I've heard it all. I've heard someone call it like I was like, oh yeah, I put some Worcestershire sauce on my on my thing. I was like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
As I said, you've heard it here. It's just Worcestershire. That's it.
Worcestershire.
Yeah, there you go. Got it right in one.
Yep.
Like,
I've heard Worcestershire.
Worcestershire. That Shire shit, that really annoys me. It's just shit. There's no Shire part.
Are you sure?
This ain't Lord of the Rings.
There should be a Shire. I'm mad that there's not.
Mountain Floridians, you do have cautious around them. They're sneaky.
I mean, aren't we all snakes at the end of the day?
Wow, look at Jake teaching us something I've been wondering about. Exactly. You come here for funnies, and there you go. You get some education.
Dude, I'm looking at these Lord of the Rings magic cards right now. I'm trying to see what all characters they fucked up.
Appalachian oh god. No, don't start this again. I still have PTSD from that.
Do you?
What the fuck, YFM? Whoosh Deshusher.
That is so funny.
Jake, have you ever watched James May? Wasn't he on fucking... Because I can't remember if he was that guy from Queen or if he was that guy on fucking Top Gear. I can't fucking remember. Nikki on next stream. I might be able to sneak a Nikki in here at some point.
You've been hinting at it a little bit, I think.
Yeah, so like it's more obviously, if... Oh yeah, it's Top Gear. I thought so. Yeah, it's fucking Yeah, Brian May. Brian May is the Queen. They both got the same last fucking name. This is why it confused me. But yeah, it's like you know, obviously if Nikki wants to, but like you know, I'd be more than happy to have her on for a stream.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool, I think.
All the Rings magic cards. Nerd.
Hey, say whatever you want to. I've been waiting for this shit for a long time.
Top gear, bottom gear.
Bottom. Are you running in the top or the bottom gear?
I know, right? It confuses
Shorty.
me too sometimes. Wait, what?
Shorty's protesting. Come on.
Shorty wants to be on stream.
He does. Well, come here. Come here.
Tonight on bottom gear.
Oh, there's a little... Yeah, there you go. Hi, buddy.
Metal gear,
Hi,
based gear. What the fuck? You guys on about? When we discovered the gay motoring website, and we're disappointed it wasn't called Cop Top Queer.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty fucking good, actually. The balls are inert. From what I heard, Chad's balls are inert.
Shorty is so relieved to be able to be in here.
Oh yes, yeah. This is the fucking question time. If you want to ask Chad any questions, go for it. This is your time. This is your one chance to ask him some questions.
Don't miss your chance to blow.
But don't make the questions weird. Like don't do that.
This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better lose yourself. And what?
Jeremy Clarkson was the first person to say yeet. That's bullshit.
Yeet.
Well, Habits Outrights asks, do you prefer pissing or shitting?
It's usually like a combo, I think.
Yeah, you like to do a bit of both, you know, go have a sit down,
Yeah.
just enjoy yourself.
It's a bit of both.
No, YFM. No. None of that. When we get the fucking spray bottle out again.
Do it. Do it. Do
Understandable, good sir, based answer. Well, see, that's the only answer. Who fucking chooses? You can do both. If it was a case of you could only do one at a time, then yeah, that's a choice. But the fact that you can do fucking both at the same time.
You just drop it all off.
Yeah. Just fucking evacuate the entirety of your body and bam.
Then
Feel-
move on.
Feel like $1 million. That is always the best kind of shit you could ever have. When you go to the toilet, you come back out and you feel like $1 million. I don't even know, like you just drop like the biggest shit possible and you just feel amazing. The fuck am I on about?
Shitting, pissing, and shitting.
No longer kind of way if they're trying to stop us from yeeting the. Oh no. I'm not trying to stop you. I'm just saying that I'm not reading it. You fucking weirdos. But anyway, probably going to start winding the stream down now. I'm gonna, if you've got any last questions, and the fact that no one sent any questions in the first place.
Slags.
If you've got any last questions, then go for it now. Now is the time. Because sort of winding things down. Not you, Jake, the US government. We're one side of it. What? Chad, would you abandon your channel for $1 million?
I mean, probably.
Yeah, but I think that's the question of like, would that $1 million would that last you?
Fuck yeah, dude. Because here's what I would do. Number one, I would just start a new channel immediately and tell you guys I was doing just another channel. And then I would use it to make cooler shit and would not have to worry about all the bullshit that's been going on and do some cool shit for my family. And
I think
yeah.
I think to maybe expand on DB Cooper's question is, would you abandon the entirety of content creation for $1 million?
No way.
Because I think that was what they were kind of aiming for. The entirety of like
No.
YouTube content creation.
No. If I can't create, then I'm dead.
Yeah. Let us watch Chad Dutty whine. What? Are you guys speaking English? Question for Chad: have you ever wanted when you know you can? Did you?
Oh yeah.
Are you having
Yes,
Are you
I have.
having a stroke?
That was a funny meme.
Habits Rabbits asks, do you like Castlevania?
It's okay. And what do you mean? The show, the game?
I think it just
What do
means
you
in
mean?
general.
Yeah, I think in general it's pretty cool. It's one of those mainstays of video game culture, and I've always enjoyed it.
Dr. Dale asks, would you press the button if you could have perfect memory and learn anything taught instantly, but you have to speak like Jar Jar Binks?
Probably.
Yeah, you're just like, no, I'm alright. I'll just do that.
Yeah, probably.
They say this the game series of Castlevania.
Yeah, they're good games. There's some that came out that were like complete shit, but that's in every franchise, I believe.
Shady Three Tears asks, has Chud seen the Summer Game Fest that's happening?
Summer Game Fest. Nope. Don't know anything about it.
YFM asks, now can you when you did no fuck. I just give up.
It's from the meme.
I am not, because I am not meme literate. DB Cooper asks, Chad, would you play some weird 90s FMV games sometime?
Maybe.
Play some fucking
I
Night
might.
Trap on stream.
Yeah.
That shit would be fucking lit. Well, I'm going to start winding things down. Oh, fucking habits, says Harvester. Yes. I'm going to start winding things down. I would like to thank Mr. Chadwick for
Oh,
guest starring here. Unfortunately, he didn't shid. But
I didn't shit. I'm a liar.
he-
I'm
he
not
was-
true to myself.
he was still here. I would like to thank everyone else for turning up and having a good chat with us.
Yeah. Good to see y'all as always.
Yes. And as usual, I shan't ask for any subscriptions, anything like that. I'm just happy you were here and you had some fun. I'll do a little bye thing. Do you have any final words, Mr. Chadwick?
Yeah, thanks for supporting Jake. I think that this it's not even a podcast, but your streams are just really fun. And I like the vibe over here. So very, very cool shit. Also, if you want to see Jake try to guide myself, Nick, and Nino through Elden Ring, we'll be doing that a little bit later today, and it should be funny. So you want to give the redneck Elden Ring voice again, real quick?
I tell you what, this Elden Ring ain't nothing. I had Taco Bell the other day, and I had a sore-ass ring after that. Sweet!
That's pretty good. So there you have that.
I'm weirdly good at doing the whole sui thing. I'm really good at that for some reason. I once did that in a fucking mall. I was walking through a mall, and I just went sui! Like that.
That's fucking beautiful.
It was fucking. Everyone was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" But yes, thank you everyone for turning up, and we shall see you all later for some Elden Ring shenanigans.
Elden Ring.
Some Elden Ring. Yes, and would you like to say goodbye, Mr. Chadwick?
Bye.
Bye, everyone.